This is your boy Big Miz from the Zoo, prison content creator. Yeah, yeah, man.
But
Yes, sir.
where are you originally from?
I'm originally from North Jersey, Plainfield, New Jersey, and I also lived in the Brick City, Newark, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm originally from. Yeah.
Sound like it smell like pee.
Hmm?
No, I'm joking. I said sound like it smell like pee, folks.
Yeah, yeah, it do.
So
It
I'm saying,
do.
how did you get from Jersey to Georgia though?
Um, Man, I was coming off a little county bid, a little 364 in Bronson County in South Jersey, and my people talked me into coming out there to Atlanta. They had moved out there already. They was in East Point or College Park at the time,
All right.
and they talked me to come down there, man. And I as soon as I got released, like I got all my clothes together, and I think I jumped on a Greyhound and got down there. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? Like,
So you've been to jail several times. How many times have you been arrested?
oh man, damn. How many times have I been arrested? Um, Honestly, bro, maybe I would say probably like 75, maybe 75 times or something like that.
Huh?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I did time in a lot of places, bro. A lot of places.
Um, what were 75 times is a lot. Let's back up. How was your childhood, bro?
Um, it was a little tight, you know what I'm saying? It was a tight one. No father really in the home or whatever. And like the mother figure in the home was out in the streets like doing whatever and kind of like bringing us through her drama or trauma or whatever, bringing us to different projects, bringing us to the worst areas that Jersey can offer, like everywhere, until our family members started pulling us up out of that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It took some situations for our family to be like, nah, it's a wrap for that. I mean,
How old were you the first time you were arrested for anything?
um, the youngest, maybe I think like 15 or something like that.
For what?
15, I had finally got caught for something. And it could have been they caught me outside moving around like on a late night, so I got pulled by the cops and just they had to call somebody to come and get me. Like they wasn't catching me for being outside hustling and stuff like that. Because when I was outside, everybody was outside. Like in my era, everybody was outside.
All right. When you say your era, what year is this? How old are you? I mean, what year is it when you're 15 years old?
Um, Probably like 90, 91 or something like that.
All right. And so at the time, do you have any like gang affiliation or ties to any people, or you just out here just figuring it out?
Well, once I moved from North Jersey to South Jersey in this area called Willingboro, I thought that it was like a nice area. Me coming from where I just came from, I looked at it like it was a nice area because we was now living in a house. You know what I'm saying? I never saw nothing like that for real.
Uh-huh.
So I thought it was nice, but found out that there was a lot of people migrating from the New York area, Chicago, Philadelphia, North Jersey. Everybody was hiding in these houses. And then I became a part of a group or a situation in that area where all the streets would begin with an H. Every street is an H. And they called that the zoo. And I fell right in. You know what I'm saying?
You
I fell
feel
right
right.
into that situation.
All right. In your childhood, was there ever a time that you wanted to be something? Like, you know how they're like what you want to be when you grow up? Did you have something in mind?
Any expectations on my future? honestly, I looked up to the wrong individuals when I came up. So I was looking at people that was making money inside of the streets as somebody that I wanted to be or
Uh,
reach or whatever. And like I didn't have like expectations of being a fireman or a police officer or engineer or
okay,
no, like I didn't think like that. Like I wasn't put in a position for nobody to even lead me that way. So
right,
yeah,
okay. So, how old are you when you come to East Point?
I was right at like 21, 22 years old when I came to East Point.
All right. And so when you get here, hold on, what year? So it's probably around about 90 or 2000 something.
Yeah, it was like 2001 because I was there for like a straight year before I caught my first aggravated assault right there off of Camp Creek Parkway.
Can you walk us through that day?
Um, I was actually like babysitting my girlfriend at the time's baby, and we was walking from this McDonald's by these apartments right off Camp Creek. And if anybody knows that area, it's just a line of apartments, and the McDonald's is at the end. I'm walking back from there. In the summertime, it's a lot of people outside, and I'm holding the baby. I'm walking. I see a lot of dudes standing there, and these dudes start throwing like hell and rocks at me. They
These are
throwing
young
them.
kids. These are young kids.
Nah, this is my girl's daughter at the
No, that's
time.
not what I'm saying. You said they start throwing rocks at you. So in my mind, I think these are young kids.
Not yo, nah. To be for real, they was the dude that I got to start fighting with was probably like a year older than me. But
Okay.
it was a lot of young kids around, but it was the grown-ups over there throwing rocks at me. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
throwing
And
rocks at you for no reason.
yeah, throwing nice sized rocks, no reason at all. I didn't know them. I didn't know them at all.
Okay.
And they didn't come into the plaza and all that when I used to go into the plaza hustling. I didn't see none of them dudes. So I saw some of the rocks hit different places and I had looked back and they were standing there. Some people were laughing or whatever. I kept going because I saw like older folks out there too, sitting in chairs, sitting there like chilling. So I was like, all right. I kept going, and then I heard the baby start crying.
Yeah.
And I look. When I look, bro, all I see is like trickles of blood coming down the baby face or whatever. And I started walking into the apartments now because like you can walk right into the parking lots and people's houses right there. I told somebody, can y'all please call the ambulance for the baby? The baby is crying. I ain't know what to do. And once the ambulance got there, and they said that the cops was on their way, but I walked straight over to that crowd. I said, "Yo, which one of y'all do it?" Now everybody started pointing at bro. Everybody started pointing at him, and I went straight to him, and me and him started fighting. And the thing was, he didn't really know how to fight for real. You know what I mean? And I was so mad, I just kept on hitting him. I kept hitting. He went to the ground. I'm on top of him. I'm hitting him where people were telling me to basically like stop, get off of him and stuff like that. And it was women like grabbing on me. They were scratching my face. One girl started biting me or whatever while I was still hitting the dude. And when the police came, they cuffed me from the door, took me to East Point Station or whatever, to their first little stop before they send you to Fulton County or whatever. And they told me that I had an aggravated assault. And I was like, how? What you mean aggravated assault? I didn't know nothing about that type of charge. And
Hmm.
they were showing me pictures of the dude's face. And
Okay.
I'm looking like, damn. Like, I didn't know that I blacked out to that point. But I also didn't know that you have to have some type of weapon and blunt force trauma to bring forth a aggravated anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I did not know that. And that was the first thing that was sending me down the road um, from Fulton County Jail.
Mm. All right. So you get arrested, you go to Rice Street.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah. From East Point, they sent me to Rice Street.
all right, and um, so hold on real quick. To hit hard. Nah, it wasn't Jackson, bro. It was hold on for 1 second. Hold on, hit hard ENT. So this the information I got. But I've only gotten it from two sources. So I don't wanna well, I'm being told with my other phone that hold on 1 second. I'm about to say I'm being told it was Augusta, bro. I'm being told it was Augusta, but I'm supposed to have a phone interview with somebody that is there. So
Mm.
they supposed to be calling in. I'm just responding to the
That Muslim situation,
yeah.
Muslim and plus, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then hopefully I have some exclusive stuff. But we're gonna start talking about some of it on here. Uh you go to Rice Street. What's the temperature there in regards to just the conditions of the jail and
Man, at this time, Wright Street was it was wild because they sent me to 4 North 400, and it was a lot of like young boys inside the dorm, and you can tell this is one of them turned up dorms because everybody in the red zone. Have you been to Wright Street before?
here's the irony of this situation, bro. The only time I have gone to Rice Street, one time, and that was for like driving without a driver's license because they set up roadblock. First time I had ever gone, I cried like a whore. But I was out within like 8 to 10 hours, bro.
Okay, sound about right.
Bro,
Sound
I was
about
about
right
eight
though.
years old. Yeah. I thought my life.
Yeah. Well, when I started walking towards the door before they slapped the top and say 400, 400, it's so many people standing in the red zone and all that. They standing there. I think they was rapping or something like that. And I'm walking through the crowd. They looking, shouting, "Where you from?" Shouting, "Damn, folk, you ain't gonna talk, my nigga." Like, and I'm walking through. I'm mad as I don't know what because I got a fresh charge that I don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? And I had to fight that charge for a good minute,
Mm-hmm.
being that I didn't know what it held. So I had to go back and forth to court until I actually got that 5 due to. And I saw some wicked stuff happen in that time period because I didn't know like this dorm, they was allowing some people that come from down the road to come into this dorm to come do and knock off little smaller charges and then get sent back down the road.
All right.
So yeah, it'll be people in our dorm that's about to go down the road, then cats that's fighting they charge, and then it was 4 dudes on the top that was from down the road. And like I saw some wild stuff happen in that event, man. Like it let me know where I was at and how I had to like perform or how I had to be towards people. Like it was changing me as I got deeper into going down the road, bro. You know what I'm
What
saying? I learned a
what
lot
what
of things.
tell me one of the things that you saw that made that light come on.
When this dude, this white little younger dude or whatever named Blake came into our dorm, and that's a video that I put on my platform. But
Hold on,
this guy came in
what's the name of your platform, brother?
is Big Miz FTZ, and I also have the Chain Gang Uncut, but
Okay.
it's on Big Miz FTZ. Now, this dude came in at this time. They give you that yellow sheet of paper, like it's a yellow, no, it's a pink sheet. Like, and they peel it off and they give you that part, and you have your charges. And he came in with his charges in his hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm already acclimated in this dorm. I'm sitting there playing tunk and everything. I watched the white dude come in. He's talking to the officer. He laughing and stuff like that. He comes into the dorm, and I'm looking. I'm like, I can see he gonna be a problem. Something gonna happen with Buddy. Now
Yeah.
I'm playing with my Sully, and we going back and forth. Now he's walking in with some charges, some SA charges, and he has probably like I think like 4 or 5 counts on the same person, this little young girl or whatever, and he's going to people, showing them the paperwork and saying like, "What you think they gonna give me? They gonna cook me, ain't they? They gonna cook me." Yo, bro, just tell me how it go. How long I'm gonna be here? How long you think I'm going? And they like, what? They looking at the charges. And one dude, I think that was his celly. He took the paperwork. He said, "Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on," and he ran up the steps. Doom, doom, doom. He going to the dudes from the chain gang. He go into their cell. He knock on their cell door. He go in their cell, and he's in there for a little minute. Then he come out with one of the dudes. It's 2 black dudes, 2 white dudes, and him, his celly and the white dude. They looking over the rail. The white dude like, "Tell folk to come in." Nah, nah. Show new one, the new bro. Come upstairs, right? And I told my celly right then. I said, "Yeah, I told you, bro." I was like, I already knew what time it was, but I didn't know that it was going to be to this extent, right?
Mhm.
Now, you hear a little bumping and stuff like that upstairs. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, dang, that's crazy. But everybody is hitting the
Hold on, real
wall.
quick, hold on, bro. Hey, I just pinned his one of his pages up there. Go ahead
It's
and hit
FTZ.
for real. Hold on,
FTZ, yeah.
hold on. I just want to get it right because somebody just told me to pin it in there. BIGMIZFTZ.
FTZ, yeah.
Damn, that's it.
Yeah. That's it.
All right,
That's
so
it. Yeah.
let me unpin that one and then put that one up. Hold on, 1 second. Remove that one and then pin this one. All right, my bad, bro. You keep going. I just want to make sure them folk be able to go to the channel. That's all.
I, no doubt. Now everybody started going towards the wall, and when they do that, you know, like they kind of like drawing a conclusion for the officers. If they looking from the booth, they gonna see everybody at the wall looking up, and I'm looking at them, and I can tell that they seeing something, like they seeing some excitement going on, but then they like, yo, whoa, right? So I started looking, and I saw bro, like he went up there in his Fulton County blues. But when the door opened up, they're walking him, and he got this little tiny ass dirty like towel around his waist, and he's holding the side, and he got a washcloth and some lye soap, like a brick of lye soap in his hand, and they walking him to the showers, right?
Okay.
And I'm still naive. I'm like, damn, bro must stink or something like that. They tell the bro to go wash up and all that, and I'm still playing cards.
Yeah.
When he come out the shower, they walking him back. Now I'm looking at the situation. When they open the door, they push him into the cell, right? And it was some more bumping, like gorillas fighting in there, boom, 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 all this. And I was like, damn, they still beating this nigga. But yo, bro, it got quiet, and everybody really started moving around, started going, doing what they do, until you heard this man or this kid or whatever scream out, man. He screamed out like I can't imitate it.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just sounded really, really, really disturbing.
Yeah.
And it continuously started going on. More people is coming out their cells and everything. Everybody hitting the wall, like folding their arms. Like some people are getting mad about the situation and everything. Like, yo, come on with all this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that don't even sound right up in there. So like they getting mad.
Yeah.
So they told his celly like, yo, you the one that sent that paperwork up there. Yo, go tap on that door, man, and bring your celly out here and put him in the red zone, man. Get him out of here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, man, I don't know that nigga for. I ain't doing none of that. They were like, all right, so come under the steps. Come under the steps. We can handle this right now, and then we'll go up there. And now he talking to his little people, and he like, all right, I'm gonna go up there, man. And he run up there, he knock on the door, and one of the dudes opened the door, dripping with sweat. He opened the door, he like, what's up? What's up? And he's talking low to the nigga, like, I guess trying to plead with him. He's like, what? So what you bring him up here for? He like, man, nigga, you'll be next. Boom. He closed the door. Young boy started walking, but he started thinking. So he coming down the steps and he's stomping. Like if you stomp on these Fulton County steps, it kind of quakes a little bit. So he going boom, 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 boom. He's like, I don't give a fuck where y'all came from, what camp y'all came from. Y'all could have came from Alto. Y'all could have came from Valdo. He's saying all the stuff, just popping, getting real loud, but he's walking himself to the red zone. Right? This dude is walking himself to the red zone, and he's yelling right where the booth is over him.
Gotcha. That's a
and now this officer's walking through, and they walk and they say, get out the red zone, get out the red zone. And he like, man, fuck that, I ain't getting out of shit. That nigga's sitting up there letting stuff happen. Now he telling. They officers like, hold up, open up 400, open up 400. And he's like, what you talking about? Move out the red zone. What you? And everybody is still lined up on the wall. They kind of like slick dry snitching, but they looking up there like, nah, bro. See, that's messed. But they still in there doing it. You still hear that shit going on. And the officers run up there. They trying to pull the door. It's no locked doors in Fulton County. Even at this time, all the locks were broke. It was just that they had so many towels wedged up there. When they close it, it's hard to open it. So the officers are trying to pull it. And then once he get it open, he like, oh shit. He's calling to his other officer that was with him, telling him to call the code because he ain't had no walkie-talkie on him. He just had some mace. So he telling them to back up, lay down, all that. They not listening to him. Man, probably like 3 minutes. It's flooded with officers running in there, bro. Flooded. They done got these dudes grabbing them up, running them out the dorm, and niggas is saying shit to him like, oh, y'all fuck ass niggas, y'all some fuck niggas, this and this, y'all chain gang niggas and all that. And this is before I got to the chain gang. So I'm like, this chain, this is what chain gang, this is what this is about. This is how they coming. They just took turns graping this boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't just beat him like, oh, you got these type of charges, beat him or pour him out and send his little dumb ass swinging. Nah, they went and implemented that type of action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what I think that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
But I didn't know once I got down, it was going to be a whole like mind fucking everything for one part. Like when I got to the first thing they tried to send me through was through Baldwin, some boot camp thing. Had me thinking I was going to do 90 days and go home. That was a lie. You know what I'm saying?
How much had sentenced to though?
It sentenced me to a 5-2. So I had it in my mind that I was going to do 2 years and parole out.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And then once we got on that Bluebird and we're coming from diagnostics in Coastal, they was telling me about a program, this boot camp program. And I was like, oh, I need that for something. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be the first one out there marching it out. Like I ain't even going front. I'll be marching it out. And once I got there, Drama, you know Drama, right?
Talking about the rapper?
Yeah. He was leaving. Yeah, he was leaving there. I was coming in and they already had a tone set, how they was doing their cadence and marching and all. I was like, yo, man, I'm just going to get with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I got with it right at the end, after the ceremony. Like I found out about this TNT every Tuesday and Thursday. I got shipped. They told me, nah, go ahead and do the rest of that time we asked for. So now that's my introduction to the Nike sign, to just do it. You know what I'm saying? So they like, go ahead and do the rest of that time. They send
Right.
me to Waycross. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out where? They sent me to an annex that opened up the light to them sending you to these plantations. They're sending you out to work. And what they damn, they had me with a bush axe
Hey,
on
sound
some
like old
plantation.
school. Oh,
Yeah,
they had that.
with the knee-high boots on the side of a home with people with rocking chairs. They got their rifles. Said,
The
yeah, send them
dirt.
boys on around yonder, all that. And we in a line with the officer with the shotgun to your back. This is a shotgun detail. What y'all gonna do when I say bring it to me? You bring it to me. When they doing all this, I was like, yo, I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't come to jail doing this. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I like, to be for real, I felt so bad, bro, because I didn't even know the utensil I was holding. You know what I mean? I'm just swinging it with them, and we're in water cutting weeds out of like a creek.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this kind of really don't even make no sense. And yeah, and when the dude in front of me, it was like a water moccasin, looked just like a snake going through the water. He swung and cut the head off of that. I fell back. Boom. I was like, oh, I can't do it. I can't work no more. I can't work no more. They drew it down on me, told me, nah, you gonna get up, you gonna work. I said, no, I'm not. I'm not doing this no more. I can't do it. And
Mm-hmm.
then they started lacing me with the bull game. You're gonna go to the hole. You're gonna be in the main compound. You're not gonna like it. You ain't gonna be fit for it and all this stuff. I was like, all right, try me. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I think I messed my bed all the way up.
What you
Everything
mean?
went wrong from that point. Everything.
What? Why you say that?
Because instead of being over there where I could have stomached the fact of me doing some old crazy stuff, and then after that I'm playing horseshoes in the back with the rest of the gang. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I could have had that real chain gang mentality. You know what I'm saying? But I went to the hole, started hearing what's going on, people coming in from wars and fights, and a dude got raped right next door to me while I'm inside the cell. I heard that going down. One of the dudes from the annex, and it was giving me an introduction to what I'm about to go out to the main compound and deal with.
Right.
And yeah, it got crazy, bro.
How long
It
did you
got
stay in
crazy.
the hole?
Huh?
How long did you stay in the hole?
Um, for like 2 months before they said that, well, a month to go to DR court. They said I was guilty. And then I went to the other side, started doing my time. They had let me out early. They sent me to one of the dorms. So now I'm on the main compound, and I started dealing with the Muslim community there, and saw like you can be on the hawk, you can be on the dean or whatever, or trying to struggle to be a Muslim while in the chain gang, but still you have to be a part of where you're at.
What does that mean? Break that down.
Um, like, even if you're trying to be anything other than Christian, right?
Mm.
You're being a Muslim. It is not respected as like a real religion, even if they're giving you days, because we fought for Talim. Um, we fought for these missed days where we'd be like, yo, come on, it's Friday. We need to get the Juma. We had to fight for this stuff at this time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We still had these little mustaches with the points and all that. We couldn't have our Sunnis on our face until the brother uh what was the Imam Alameen, once
Oh yeah,
he
yeah, yeah, yeah.
got locked up, he helped us with that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I just saw that it was a struggle because, like, if they don't think we the softest dudes in the chain gang, you know what I mean? They trying us like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we can be offering salat. Cats will come standing right beside us, do a whole bunch of cursing and yelling and coming right to our area. Where as soon as we go down there or we in sujood, we all the way in prostration, and cats is breaking through the ranks and all that. I was like, yo, oh, like it was just too much disrespect, and I knew at this time it they didn't really understand it like
Right.
that. They didn't really understand it. A lot of things had to be enforced the time that I was there, where people said, oh, y'all doing all that assalamu alaikum stuff all early in the morning, bro. Like, come on, man. What's all this? I'm like, what? Like, I didn't come to jail and become Muslim. So, like, I had a jump start on a lot of the bull crap and all that. And I was like kind of trying to sharpen my brothers, but we had to stand off. We had to go to some wars. We had to pour some cats out. Like, it got, I was like, yo, I'm messing my time up doing this. But like, that wasn't even more of an eye opener than my second bid. You know what I'm saying? That just started it. It seemed like I couldn't get enough of that.
Hold on, because you said your second bid. Okay, so let me ask you this. So while you're here doing this bid, are you communicating with anybody on the outside world?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend at the time, so I had visits and stuff like that going on. I started missing sight of my kids that was up north and everything. I get letters here and there, but
How many
yeah.
kids you have up north?
Well, I got a son up north and one and a daughter in Atlanta right now.
All right. So then the young lady who you was with, whose child you was carrying when they threw rocks at you and you got arrested for this charge, are you still with her now?
Nah, I'm not with her now. No, hell, nah. Like, once I got out, me and her started kicking it again. But she did some wild stuff, and she's in the wind. But that's my homegirl, though. That's my homegirl.
Okay. All right. So now, when you doing this first bid, what was the first? I know that what happened in the county. I know when you was in the hole, some weird shit was going on in the cell next to you. But what in general population did you see? Was like, oh, it's wartime. It's a whole different mind thing going on right now. What was
Um,
that? Go ahead.
when people would like it can be people that come into the dorm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if if the CO will bring you in, and then you come into the dorm, and I noticed people will let you in the dorm. The CO will close the door, boom, go into the Sally port or whatever, or go into their booth, and then niggas will terrorize you, right? Or you can
No,
get this.
define terrorize. Define terrorize.
I as soon as you go in there and you notice ain't nobody trying to help you with your stuff, they not saying, yo, what you with or nothing like that, and they might know you from somewhere else. That's one thing. They can know you from somewhere, like, yeah, that's folk right there. That's him. That's him. Let him go
Yeah.
in the cell. Shout out, let him go in the cell. And then they run in there, pose out and everything. Like, man, put that shit down, nigga. Put all that shit down. Lay down, nigga. And then they go the hog tying you and stuff like that. And that's this is the first place where I saw people like this, like
Yeah.
hog tied in cells while I'm walking past. I'm like, yo, what? But dude just hold. All he needs is an apple on his mouth and he done, right?
So
So,
yeah.
boom, like I'm seeing this stuff happen, or a CERT member will bring this person in. Is he straight? Is he good in here? And they're like, yeah, bro, he good. Hell yeah, he good. I'm like, oh man, it's about to be another. And dude, no, you can see it on his face. He like, oh shit. And he wanted to tell the officer, like, no, I'm not good. But they let him in there anyway. They walk out. That CERT team don't get down too far. They get a couple buildings down.
Yeah.
Then they get the code. They running back. Boom, boom. But dude already poured out. You know what I'm saying? He's standing there looking like a whole cartoon, like blood coming out of every like. It's just, I think it's just real. It's just diabolical because if they say it like it's worse now, and
Yeah,
I saw a lot of stuff, bro, a
yeah,
lot in a short amount of time. Only doing probably like 5.5 years put together. I saw too many things, and
yeah.
the reason why I was a short timer that went to Smith, that went to Valdosta, that went to Ware State twice. Like, why am I here? Like,
Yeah.
why am I here, man? And they chose to handle my situation like that. So I'm around where it's majority lifers at these camps and they performing way different. I'm not at no medium joints. I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? They tried me with that. I went to Washington State Prison too. I went
Yeah.
to school there. I graduated college there. Well, no, I got some college courses there. You know what I'm saying? But
Was
I
Miss
graduated high
Dennis
school
still
there.
there? Was Miss Dennis still there?
Miss Dennis,
Dark skin.
she worked in education.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember that name. That's why I said that she worked in education.
Yeah.
Like it's that sound like something, man.
Let me ask
But
you this: Are you building while you locked? Are you reading? Are you what's your day to day looking like besides trying to stay alive?
when I came in, my first bid, I did it a little rough, even though I was still deaning and I was teaching the guys at the annex at first about the dean and trying to break them out of being so soft and being pushovers and stuff like that. I get to the main side. I'm dawahing with these brothers too. I was reading a whole lot. I was reading the Bible. I was reading the Quran and the Torah, and also reading other books. I read hundreds of books, hundreds of books. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Business for dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like all different type of stuff. Learning different languages. I was
Right.
learning,
Right.
and it just extended my second bid. Like I just like kind of went berserk with learning stuff. I
All
really
right. So,
did.
so, so on the first bid, when do you go home?
Um, I went home after 2.5 years. They pushed my TPM back for 6 months. They did it twice, 3 months and then 3 months.
All right. So you go home. Are you still on paper?
Yeah, I had like 2 years to do on paper, and I walked that off.
All
And
right.
like
Go ahead.
right near the end, that's when I caught my fresh joint.
When you get home, what are you doing though? Like, what's your job?
Um, I was where was I working at? I was working doing like some warehouse type of work at that time, and then I started like I was trying to build an LLC to do party promotions and stuff like that, and then I started throwing parties up north. So I was taking flights from Atlanta back up north or whatever, doing the party, make a couple $1,000, jump right back on the red eye.
Let
I'm
me ask
coming
you
back
this:
home.
Are you still with the bullshit?
Yeah,
At the
yeah, of
time?
course.
So
Yeah.
even though you had gone through the graping, the seeing all types of outlet, when you got back on the street, it was still an option to break the law.
Yeah, for me definitely. Like I I had to learn like through a lot of trauma. Like I did myself the wrong way. Like the people that I would call pain freaks and all that, I
Mm-hmm.
was one myself. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And so, how do you catch the second charge?
Um I actually was out of town in New Jersey, and I called my girl and told her about the party or whatever. I said, man, I'm probably gonna be coming home in like 2 days or whatever. But I was on my way to the airport. I'm flying in. And once I got there, I went, it was like a boutique. We stayed in Gwinnett County at the time. It was a flower boutique around that area. And I grabbed some roses
Uh,
and I went next door to my little Migos crib where he held my hammer while I was out of state. So
All right.
now I'm at the door, gun and roses, right? Opening the door, I'm coming up the steps, and I'm coming up. All I hear is her, all this like going ham in there. And I'm talking about my heart, it started like burning, but it felt like I had got butterflies or something. Like, yo, why do it feel like I'm feeling a little scared or something? But that turned to straight rage. You know what I'm saying? As I got closer up the steps and heard her more and more, I was like,
This shit slick sound like an R. Kelly song. As I get closer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. How about that? How about
Yeah.
that? But yo, that's crazy as hell, man. Um, the door was open when I walked across the dining room area, and I'm going towards the door. I got the gun in here. I dropped the roses. Dude see me, he jumps, going to grab his stuff. And while I'm arguing with her, saying, "Oh, you this, that, the third, you thought I was gone, all this," he runs past me. Now, it's the thing. I have thought about this over and over and over again. I should have kept on addressing her because I know I wasn't going to hit her. You know what I'm saying? I
I,
wasn't going to hit her.
I want to interject because this is just me, and I'm just thinking out loud. This would have been my advice when you got up there to where she was in ear range and you could hear what was going on. You know what you should have did?
What's that?
Turned turned
Turn.
your ass around and walked the other way. But proceed.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's smooth. That's
Uh,
smooth.
but
Yo,
what?
my heart wouldn't let me do it. That's some sucker stuff right there. That's real. I feel so soft for that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, bro, while I was going down when my man ran past me and he started hitting them steps, it was louder than the conversation. So I'm like, yo, I run chasing him, but he done already hit out the door. He done jumped in his car and pulled off. He made the left and went to the entrance instead of the exit out the apartments. So he's stuck where the gates are coming this way and he's behind it. Like this, and the car's on the other side. Beep, 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 move back, beep, beep. And I'm running right up to him, like, yeah, yeah. Bang, 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 bang. And then I run off. Why did this dude? He was a Marine something. He was something. So they about to try to cook me. But what he did, he caught this Pune, didn't even hit him too good, but he kills me with the so I'm running. I'm like, ooh, I done hit boy, and he doing this playing dash. Everybody told where I was at.
Right.
I ran back into the house after throwing the hammer where I threw the hammer. I run into the house. They was just like in this gated community.
Hey,
Yeah, he went right in
let
there.
me say this. This is our first. You my brother for life. You're a fucking horrible criminal. Horrible. That shit is. Listen, that shit is not your calling, bro. It's something better for you doing. But break the law is not. That's not your calling, bro. It's not.
Yo, who
But go
you
ahead.
telling? Who you telling? I don't supposed to be going through that.
No, that ain't for you. That ain't for you.
yo, yeah. I run back to the crib. I come in there. She's in the bathroom. I'm trying to talk through the door. Then I go into the closet, getting on the phone, trying to get somebody to come through all the ruckus to come
Oh my
pick me
God,
up.
Robert. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yo, man, the first people that got to me, you know what I'm saying, was drawing down on me. You know, it was the cops. They
Yeah.
drawing down on me. Come on, you out of here. But this time, this aggravated assault was was right on the money. So they was trying 17 years straight, 15 years straight. But then I'm in Gwinnett County now. So they trying to make me think that's what I'm about to do.
What's your
So
mindset at the time?
my mindset was really, I was kind of like in a daze because I was like, yo, the person that I was living with and locked in with, I don't have her no more. And I'm out here. Yeah, I got some homeboys out here, but niggas ain't pulling up to no jails. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I needed her, and she is the one that crossed me. So I'm just in jail. And it took some time for me to start reaching out to some other individuals, some other chicks that I knew,
Uh-huh.
to be able to touch some bread to get a lawyer to work it out,
Okay.
show me some stuff so they can start dropping some things and all that. But they was, yo, how they got me, and to this day I feel like a fool. The lady said, well, they will drop the aggravated assault on this and bring it down, and they will take the damage of property to his windows and all this, and for you calling and talking crazy once you got to the jail, to take the terroristic threats off. If you cop out to aggravated stalking and say that you aggravated stalk the situation, I was like, what? I was like, that's my house. Like, why would I do that? It's like, well, then
Right.
they're gonna stay at 15, and I think the next time we go into the court, they're gonna raise it. And I was like, hold on, oh, what you mean? They not going no lower, no more? They was like, either we go in there today and we go for what they're recommending and see what they got for you, and or we say no and they're gonna stay at 15 and they're gonna go higher. I was like, can you see what they're talking about? And when she came back in and said a 10 do 3, I jumped on it. I jumped on the numbers, not the charge. And I didn't know with this charge, they're wrecking me. They're tearing my future up on trying to get a job when I get out, all of that stuff. They messing everything up. But I jumped on the time and still went down the road
Mm.
and went through mayhem. Went through straight nonsense, bro. Nonsense. Like I had a tough time, man. A real tough time, man.
Your phone breaking up a little bit.
It is?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Your breaking up real bad. Or is it my? It's either mine or yours. I see one dot on mine. Can y'all hear both of us pretty good? Somebody let me know in the chat, man.
Yeah, we need to know that.
Can Can y'all hear both of us pretty good? And we'll just carry on. All right. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Somebody say, yeah, we good. All right. So you end up, you the 10 do 3.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
This
It
shit
lagged a
delayed.
little bit.
Okay. All right. What prison do you go to?
The first prison that they sent me to, like I went out to Coastal Diagnostics again. Then they sent me to Washington, right? And I was
All right.
only there for a few months, like probably like a little less than a year. I was there. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I was handling business until like some nonsense popped up. I had one fight. They upped my security, but still they didn't just ship me nowhere, but they had upped my security. And I was like, yo, why does it say close security? And people were saying, yo, they about to move you,
Yeah.
bro. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
nah, they ain't moved me yet. They ain't moved me yet. I went through schooling and everything. Once I was done, where I was going. And they sent me straight to Smith, right? And at this time, they were saying like,
Smith biting.
yeah, that Smith is like that and all that. We on the Bluebird, we going, people talking about, oh, bro, it got a black cloud over this shit. Look at this shit as we pulling up. I'm like, man, I'm talking to my homeboy from Detroit, my man Smooth, and I'm like, yo, look, whatever. Like anything for you, just like it's anything for me. It's just like that. You like, no doubt. But they brought us into an open dorm that had nobody in it. It was nobody in no cell once we got there in this whole dorm. So we made a dorm out of the people that came. You know what I'm saying? And when we did that, we kind of stacked the deck on who's going to be who's celly, who's going to be downstairs, who's going to be doing this. And we all had a meeting about what type of dorm this going to be and all that. Like we set things up. That's why we was getting some skateboards in and all that from wherever we was getting them, how we was getting them. At this time, they said it's a mandatory 5 years. If you get caught in the Georgia Department of Corrections with a phone, it wasn't plentiful. When I had a phone inside the chain gang, it wasn't popular to have no phone. You just not popping up with no phone. But I didn't know how dangerous I was putting myself in a position for cats to come in there and be like, yo, man, give me that phone. But I had one. And I was the first person to get caught with my phone too. When the Techno Squad came, I didn't have no fire spot to put it at or nothing. But I think really it was my karma coming instantly because I came back into the cell after letting my cellie use the phone, and I crept back into the cell.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, listen. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bro, can you hear me? I can't hear nothing, bro. I hear you, I see you, but it's coming through like every 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm gonna end this live, and then we're gonna go live from your channel.
Okay.
Can you hear
I'll
me?
send you the link. I'll
Or
send you a
just send
link.
me a link to the
I
same
got you.
phone. Bet. And then we'll finish up. Yeah.
All right.
Y'all stay. We're gonna go to bro page. Go to bro page. His page is. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this page up. And we'll finish going live. Cause I don't know what's going on. I gotta switch my phones, bro. Cause I got. It's just horrible. All right, let me see. His page is Misfit something. Hold on 1 second. I had it in the let me see. That's it right there. Man. So that's his page right there, y'all. We about to go live from his page at Big Misfits. We about to go live. Y'all hit that like button, man, while you in here. I'm out. I appreciate y'all.